Welcome to Organic Awakening. Did you know that the order in which you eat your food can completely transform your health? It's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat it. The way you sequence your meals can have a profound impact on your energy levels, blood sugar, metabolism, and even your sleep. That's why, today, I'm going to reveal a simple yet powerful strategy that could change the way you experience food forever. By making small adjustments to the order in which we eat, drink, and structure our meals, we can naturally regulate blood sugar levels, optimize digestion, support weight management, and boost our energy like never before. If you're ready to take control of your health in a way that's backed by science and incredibly easy to implement, this video is for you. Stay with me until the end because, besides breaking down how this strategy works, I'll also give you practical examples to help you organize and optimize your meals for maximum metabolic benefits. And remember, metabolism isn't just about calories in and out. It's about how efficiently your body absorbs nutrients, fuels your cells with glucose and oxygen, and utilizes stored energy. Your body stores fat for a reason, and when we eat strategically, we can actually tap into these reserves the right way. So, if you're ready to unlock the hidden potential in the way you eat, let's dive in. Start with vegetables. They contain soluble and insoluble fiber, which slows down digestion and creates a protective barrier in the gut. This helps control the rate at which glucose enters the bloodstream. Chew well. Masticating vegetables properly stimulates the production of mucus and prepares the microbiota in the intestine, leading to a smoother glucose absorption process. If you don't enjoy eating vegetables first, try a green juice. But make sure it's blended and not strained, as straining removes the fiber, leaving just the sugars and vitamins. By following these simple changes, you can regulate blood sugar, minimize insulin spikes, and improve energy levels, all without drastically changing what you eat. Eat a full plate of vegetables first. Once you've done this, the best recommendation is to move to step number 2. Protein. Proteins contain no glucose, but they do generate a strong sense of satiety. They help control insulin levels, and the insulin spike that occurs is very minimal, having little effect on blood glucose. Since you're eating fiber, which promotes satiety and helps regulate glucose levels, any glucose present in your salad will have a minimal impact. This process also prepares your digestive system by forming mucus and creating what is known as the food bolus. Next, you introduce protein, which further enhances satiety. A common question is, do I really have to eat in this order? Vegetables first, then protein? Can't I mix them? The answer is yes, you can mix them. I don't want you to think it has to be in a strict order. It's not about making meals boring. You can start with a Caesar salad with chicken, a salad with meat, or one with fish. Vegetables and protein can absolutely be combined. Do vegetables need to be raw? No, they can be steamed, cooked, sautéed, however you prefer. The key is to consume a generous amount of vegetables along with a good portion of protein. Your protein intake should be adjusted according to your daily needs, which depend on your weight and physical activity. A sufficient amount of protein helps regulate insulin and glucose levels, keeps you full for longer, and prepares your body in case you consume additional carbohydrates like bread, pasta, rice, cassava, or plantains. And what about dessert? Yes, you can have dessert. Stay with me because I'm about to share the best recommendation for eating dessert. Step number 3 involves consuming starchy carbohydrates at the end of your meal. This means saving rice, potatoes, or plantains for last. Here's my recommendation. Since you've already eaten your vegetables and protein, you'll have an almost empty plate. But be careful, not to pile on a mountain of rice. Overloading on starches will spike glucose levels significantly. Even though glucose enters more slowly when eaten last, it still enters your system and affects your body. Both the amount of glucose and the speed at which it enters must be managed. Fiber and protein help slow the absorption, but portion control is also crucial. Ideally, starchy foods shouldn't exceed a quarter of your plate. If you're going to have dessert, my recommendation is to skip starches like pasta, bread, and potatoes and go straight for the dessert. The best approach is to eat it immediately after your meal, whether at a restaurant or at home. What often happens is that people eat lunch around 1 or 2 p.m., then wait until 4 or 5 p.m. to have ice cream. By that time, the fiber from their meal has already passed through their system. When that ice cream enters, its sugars absorb rapidly, like a roller coaster with no brakes. However, when consumed close to fiber intake, the impact on glucose and insulin is much lower. The same dessert eaten at a different time has a completely different effect. Let me be clear. This doesn't mean eating dessert in this way will prevent weight gain, have no impact on diabetes, or be consequence-free. Sugar still enters your body. If you have diabetes or metabolic issues, you shouldn't be consuming these foods at all. What I'm explaining is that the way you eat, timing, order, and food combinations plays a big role in how your body responds. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it. So, if you understand this principle, you can enjoy meals differently. You start with vegetables and protein, and then... But what about fats? The best sources of fats come from your protein or added healthy fats like olive oil and avocado. These also help regulate insulin spikes. When it comes to foods like sweet potatoes, cassava, or plantains, the way you eat them impacts your metabolism. The key concern isn't just glucose spikes, but how insulin responds. High insulin levels over time lead to fat accumulation, increased hunger, and metabolic issues like obesity, high triglycerides, and vascular inflammation. Insulin is necessary, but in controlled amounts. Excess insulin over time can cause insulin resistance, leading to obesity and type 2 diabetes. By making simple adjustments, starting meals with fiber, adding vinegar to salads to slow glucose absorption, eating protein-rich meals, and managing carbohydrate intake, you can significantly improve your metabolic response. This approach benefits people with insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, polycystic ovary syndrome, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and sugar cravings. One of the biggest myths is that meal order doesn't matter, that only calorie count does. That's not true. The way you eat does make a difference. Eating fast-digesting carbs first might provide quick energy if you're about to run a race, but in daily life, it can lead to energy crashes. Another myth is that only what you eat matters, not when or how you eat it. While you shouldn't obsess over a rigid meal order, starting with fiber and protein does have positive effects. Timing matters, especially for foods like dessert. Another misconception is that eating carbohydrates last makes them more harmful. In reality, the way you structure your meal influences how your body processes them.